Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I just want to get straight into it. First, thank you so much for coming to, not finding, or however you got here. Thank you for coming to my YouTube page, whether you were recommended, whether you're following me currently on Instagram at Pinkston Teaches 345, whether you are, you sent over, someone said, hey, go check this out. However you got here, I thank you. I want to bring up a post that I shared yesterday, a math post. We were focusing on adding fractions with unlike denominators. This is what I posted yesterday, and with the 3 steps. And I also posted about reading and reading comprehension. But today I want to primarily focus on the math part, right? Where we're here looking at adding fractions with unlike denominators. This is a skill that comes up definitely in 4th grade, absolutely in 5th grade. By 5th grade, they are taking from this and adding, they're building on it by multiplying fractions. So that's something that you want to get your 4th grader ready for sure. That's something that you want to introduce your 3rd grader to. And if you have a 2nd grader or a 1st grader who is so inclined to understanding part to whole, total number, and a piece of something, then you can definitely start to introduce those skills to them early on. Today I want to focus on the sum that we got from adding our fraction with unlike denominators, and what we can do with this, where we take this 16 over 15 and we don't leave it as 16 over 15. We don't leave it as 16/15. What we do here is we turn it into a mixed number. We take our improper fraction and turn it into a mixed number. So a brief word about improper fractions and mixed numbers. An improper fraction is any fraction that has a numerator that is larger than your denominator. A numerator, the number on top, is larger than your denominator, the number on the bottom. That is where you have an improper fraction. For example, you will have my 16 over 15, and we know that the denominator, the bottom number, is the total number of equal parts that you have in the whole model. If we're looking at pizza, you'll have typically 8 slices. If you're having a class party, you'll have 16. But if you have the 8 slices, 8 is your denominator. That's the total number that's your denominator, right? Then you will have the number of slices that might have pepperoni, or the number of slices that might have cheese and sausage. And if you're bold and daring, somebody might have pineapple on it. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I'm just explaining numerator and denominator, okay? So you might have 3 slices that have pepperoni on it. So that would be 3 over 8, where 3 is the number of pieces. 8 is your total number of equal parts, okay? That's just numerator, denominator. I want to take that to you really quickly. Anytime you have an improper fraction, that means that you have more pieces than the total number of whole equal parts at the bottom. With our example that we did yesterday, 16 over 15, I'm going to take that and have it go from improper to mixed. Mixed number is where you have the whole number and the fraction, okay? So, again, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you want to jump in and ask me anything, I can be reached via Instagram at Pinkston Teaches 345, Pinkston TEACHES 345. And I'm also available via email, Pinkston Teaches and the number 2 at gmail.com. You can definitely contact me, reach out to me. There's also a link in my bio where you can click if for when you're ready, not if, but when you become ready to sign your child up for tutoring sessions. I do offer an 8-session package. So all of that information is at the link in my bio on Instagram at Pinkston Teaches 345 and also on my YouTube page, Pinkston Teaches 345. Let's get into it, okay? Converting that improper fraction into this beautiful, what will be our beautiful mixed number. Okay, so we see it here. This is from yesterday, 16 over 15. What are we going to do with that? Let's find out. The fastest way that I do it is I show my students by using, to think of a fraction as division. Part to whole, right? Trying to figure that out. Think of it as division. What you want to do is consider, my paper got dirty. What you want to do is consider how many groups of 16 you can get out of 15. How many groups of 16 can you get out of 15? And when you're also thinking about division, I need you to think about and to remember your dividend, your divisor, and your quotient, and where they are in terms of laying out your division for long division. With division, there are many ways to go at it. I've used gummy worms. I've used cubes and different things like that, where we'll use our physical bodies and, like kind of separate it that way to make it really stick. And when I'm just going straight into, or when myself and my co-teacher are going straight into the algorithm, we choose long division each and every time. Okay? Long division, the way that we learned in the school not so many years ago, right? So I'm just going to break down long division so that you can see what it looks like. And this is the typical bracket. Some people might draw a little house, whatever works for you. I'm going to do the bracket, okay? That's the bracket. 16 and 15, they're right here. So 15 is our denominator. Our denominator, when you're converting improper to mixed, your denominator stays the same. It does not change. Your denominator will be your denominator, okay? Your numerator, that will do some changing up, but your denominator will stay the same, okay? So I want you to think of the pieces. 15 is going to be our divisor, which goes on the outside, out here. 16 will be our dividend, which goes on the inside in here. What do we do with these once we have it? Well, this is where having your multiplication facts and having the automaticity comes in handy. So what you're going to do is think of your 15 times tables. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105, 130, all the way down the line, right? That's where the automaticity comes in. That's where it's very helpful to have. So we have our dividend, the numerator, right? That comes on the inside. We have our divisor, which is the number that is, that's our denominator, and our divisor's on the outside. As I was saying, I want you to remember your multiplication facts and the automaticity connected to that. And even if a student is struggling with remembering the multiplication facts, this is what I tell my kids to do. And a lot of them do this, and it helps. You just write your multiplication facts on the side. I'm just writing them down on the side. Typically, until you feel like you can reach whatever that number is that gets you close to, but not over. Close to, but not over your dividend. I'm going to stop at 5. Right? So this is what I do. This is what I tell my students to do, right? Right there. Boom, 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 boom. Down to 5. And because this is a smaller number, 15 and 16, we know that we don't need to go too far to get our answer. We don't need to go to 15 times 2 because we know that 15 times 1 is 15. And remember, you're looking at the number that gets close to your dividend without going over. Close to without going over. So we have 15 and 16. How many groups of 15 can we get out of 16? We see that we can only get one group of 15 out of 16. Place value matters. So you're going to take that number 1 and you're going to write it because it is a 1 digit. It's in the ones place. You're going to write your number 1 over the ones place. What do you mean? Oh, there we go. The number 1 goes in the ones place, right? 6 is in the ones place. 1 is in the tens place. And that's how we will move forward from there. So now the next step in long division is to multiply. Divide, multiply, subtract, bring it down, bring it back if you need to. So we are going to be multiplying 15 times 1. 15 times 1 is, you guessed it, 15. Thank you so much. 15. I'm going to now subtract. There we go. 16 minus 15 equals, there you go, it equals 1. So here is what we do. Because this is a 2-digit by 2-digit division problem, because it's 16 and 15, you only need to go 1. You don't have any other digits. You have a remainder. You have a remainder down there at the bottom. The remainder is the number 1. What am I going to do with that remainder? The remainder becomes, get in here real close, the numerator. Your remainder becomes your numerator. So what I'm going to do is, watch me here. I'm going to put that 1, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to create my fraction. Remember what I said not too long ago. 15 is your numerator. It does not change. Your numerator stays the same, right? So I have my 1 for the whole number. I have my remainder, which I've swung up here. That became my numerator. 15 is my denominator. Going to write that 15 right there. That, my beautiful people, is your answer. 1 and, hello, hi. 1 and 1/15. 1 and 1/15. That is how we convert an improper fraction to a mixed number. There you have it. This post will be created on my Instagram page as well, so that, again, you can go back and revisit, share it with a friend, tag a friend, grab a neighbor, grab your nieces, your nephews, your godchildren, your whomever, right? Get them all in here so that they can see how we convert this mixed number into an improper fraction. If you need to contact me, when you are ready to contact me, please, please, please do not hesitate to reach out. I am available via email at pinkstonteaches2@gmail.com. Also on Instagram, pinkstonteaches345. And I'm here on YouTube. You can find me here. The link is in my bio on my Instagram page for you to sign up for your 8-week tutoring session. Please, please, please do not miss out on this opportunity. Everyone needs that extra support, right? We can all use that little bit of a boost to solidify our understanding of the content that we're learning. So please sign your children up, get them in here, and let's get this party started, right? Let's knock it out. Let's end off our year strong. I just want to write one more thing here just so that you can see the final answer, which is what I tell my students to do when they are working in math, that math has to be neat. This is something I learned years ago from one of my teachers who has now become one of my mentors. You put a box around your answer so that whoever is grading your work can see it and they say, oh, I know where that answer is, right? So that's where you go in, you grab that, you have your answer. Now we know how to convert an improper fraction to a mixed number. Thank you so much for stopping by. If this post adds any value to your day, adds any value to your knowledge, save it, share it, spread the word, spread the love, and I'll see you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your day.